This game of love is just, it's crazy. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I know the video's late again. What y'all want me to do? Okay, I'm trying, okay? I pushed out like what, 4 videos for y'all to catch y'all up to date. So spare me if this week was running a little late on this last one. Hopefully I am looking my normal self to you folks. I'm not doing makeup today because I don't feel like it. This is gonna be my recap and review of episode number 10, finally, so that when next week comes, maybe I can post the video on time. I would have posted the video on time if when I told my children yesterday, get the heck out of my living room at 7 o'clock, if they would have listened. You already know that I am in a new area. For those of you who do not know, I moved. So the background looks a lot different. I have finally got my proper light from my light box, as you probably can tell. And again, this is gonna be a little washed out. We're gonna work on that. I don't know what to tell y'all. But anyway, let's get right on into the review. First scene is Briana's scene, and Briana says the next day they're gonna fly out to Puerto Rico. She's happy that Devon is coming so they can spend time together, her and Nova. Him and Nova. And she says that while they're in Puerto Rico, she'll bring up the subject to Nova about the last name change or addition. I don't know how they're gonna do it. So Nova, can y'all see Nova? Anyway, she's not even in this clip, so shut up. So Nova FaceTimes Devon on the phone and asks, are you excited to go on vacation with me? And this whole situation is just very strange to me. People talk like they have marbles in their freaking mouths, so I have to have the closed caption on. So anyway, we get to this next scene where Briana's talking to this producer lady. I don't know her name, okay? Y'all want me to, I'm not gonna remember these new people's names, okay? You know how, it took me years, and I mean years, to get all the other regular producers' names. So it's gonna take me a minute to get these new producers' names, okay? She's rehashing what she talked about last episode, which was adding Devon's name to Nova and Nova's name. Briana was just basically saying this is a good step. So Briana says it's only fair for Devon for his name to be with Nova's. Stella has Lewis's name and Lewis is not even doing anything. So she says, you know, he may not do everything right, but at least he's doing a little something, something. So the producer asks Briana, does Nova know? And she says, no, you know, I'm gonna talk to Nova while we're in Puerto Rico. Next scene is Janelle's scene, and she says that her mom agreed to go meet with Andrew's old raggedy behind in New York, and she stayed back and kept Jace. We're in New York, and now we get to watch this old raggedy conversation with Barbara and Andrew. Barbara calls Janelle, and she's bragging about how she can see the Empire State Building from her hotel room. So anyway, she's asking about Jace and how Jace is doing. Barbara goes on to say that Andrew's supposed to meet her the next day at 10:30, and Janelle says, I hope he's sober. Barbara said, yeah, the last time we saw him, I guess, I don't know, he was a mess. I don't know. He looked like he's still a mess though. I'm just saying, he looks like he's still a mess, but whatever. Janelle and Barbara continue this conversation, and they're basically saying that, you know, they're trying to figure out if Andrew's safe. I don't know what the heck. If you felt like the guy wasn't safe, I wouldn't even met up with him, but that's just my thing, okay? If I felt like the guy isn't safe, he would never meet me, ever. I'd just be like, dude, you've been gone all this time? How about you stay gone? How about you freaking stay gone? The next scene is Kailyn's scene, and she says that Chris lives an hour away, but I've been spending weekends over at his place to rebuild our relationship. You mean the relationship that never was? Alrighty then, Kailyn. Nobody's stupid. I didn't even tell you this. I've been telling you this for so many times, so many years. I'm not gonna keep saying it, okay? You already know what's on my mind. You already know what I'm thinking. I've said it so many darn times in these videos. And frankly, sometimes I just get tired of talking, okay? Believe it or not, I get tired of talking. Becky calls, I don't know why, but I love Becky. I think I do know why, because Becky tells Kailyn the truth, whether Kailyn wants to hear that crap or not. And that's what I like about Becky. Becky is not scared of Kailyn. I know a Kailyn, and I don't talk to her because she's toxic. But anyway, okay, beyond that, I'm not doing a story time about that, don't ask. Becky is talking to Kailyn, and Kailyn says, well, me and Javi couldn't get along as far as Lincoln's birthday party coming up, so now they're gonna have 2 separate parties. And on top of that, there is some drama that went down with Chris, apparently. Kailyn goes on to tell Becky that Chris accidentally sent her a text message that he meant for his ex-girlfriend. All right, what did the text say? Because I'm curious. I want to know. Kailyn goes on to say she doesn't know if Chris is gonna come to Lincoln's party or not. And Becky's like, okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how bad was this text message that you got? And Kailyn says, He was basically trying to hook up with the girl, like trying to go out with her. I'm sorry, but I want to be disappointed for you, but I'm not. It was a few days later that it is Lincoln's birthday party. I get so confused on these shows. So anyway, Kailyn says she doesn't know if Chris is going to be there, but a lot of Lux's family is going to be there. And I know if Chris's family members shot Kailyn a text that said that Chris will be there. So Chris is going to come. So she's in the car with this friend. I ain't never seen this friend before. Y'all know how I feel about new friends and their names. Don't care. But anyway, she's in there saying, okay, well, he can come. He just better not come start no trouble because I don't want to have to escort him out. Okay, I don't want to have to be the Kailyn police up in here. Scene is Leah's scene, and she says that Jeremy has picked Addie up a few times since he's been here. She seems happy about that. And he's going to be picking her up from school today. So see, Leah, you got what you wanted. You wanted Jeremy to spend more time with Addie. Now what's going to be your next complaint? Goes on to say that Jeremy has bought a new house and Addie's going to spend the night there. I really love these scenes with Addie and Jeremy. And like I said, that's why, you know, Leah can say whatever she wants to say about Jeremy. Jeremy loves his daughter. It's evident. He's like, this doll is driving me freaking crazy. Okay, that's one thing. I am not sad about not having any daughters. I didn't have to deal with those little annoying doll babies, okay? I'll be breaking one of their heads off. I'll be popping one of them dolls' heads off, okay? Chelsea says that her and Cole are still down for this adoption thing, but they're trying not to push Aubrey into it, even though they know they want to. Chelsea says that Aubrey is over at the grandparents' house again for her monthly visit, and Adam is not supposed to be there. So Chelsea walks in the room, and she says to Cole, guess who texted me? Adam's over at the house with Aubrey. Donna texted Chelsea, Adam's here, so somebody come get Aubrey. Like, I thought she was spending the night. I don't know what's going on here. So Cole's like, I'm just gonna go pick her up, because Chelsea was like, should we call first? He's like, no, I'm just gonna go get her. So Cole's getting up, getting ready to go get Aubrey from that house. I would hate to have to go over to that house, let me tell you. Scene is Kailyn's scene, and we have to watch people having fun while we at home not having fun. They're doing slow motion on MTV now? Alrighty then, y'all play too much. Anyway, who's cutting Lincoln's hair? Y'all need to find that boy a new barber. They don't have barbers in Delaware? Anyway, I need to come to New York. Everyone's here. They're having fun at this party, and all is well with the world for now. During the party, Chris shows up, and honestly, I think it was nice of Chris to show up. Lincoln and his son, okay, and he brought a gift too. He came with good etiquette. So honestly, guys, I really think this whole Kailyn relationship, I think that to Chris, it was never a relationship. To Kailyn, she made it to be something else for the MTV cameras. Okay, she also knew it was nothing going on, but she wanted to make the appearance that I didn't just have a baby with a random guy, but Kailyn, you had a baby with a random guy. Look, women do it all the time. Men do it all the time. Have babies with random people. Just own up and move on. But Chris, how you gonna come to somebody's child party and ignore the mom? You could have stayed home for that. So I guess this is gonna be an easy review because I'm not sitting here going piece by piece into everything they did on their little vacation. And frankly, I'm getting a little tired of watching you people on vacation. They're sitting here, I don't know what they're doing, eating? They're having a conversation about nothing that I care to talk about. I'm just saying, okay. They're having a conversation about nothing that's gonna affect any of this review. So, like I always say, let's move on. Give me strength to make it through this scene, please. So the next scene is Janelle's scene. She says Barbara's going to meet Andrew today and she hopes that it goes well. We're watching Barbara go through this door and I'm praying to God this doesn't last long because I don't even want to talk about this at all. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Barbara's sitting here looking at the menu, sitting there waiting for Andrew. MTV with their messy selves decides to show us that it's 10:25 when she sat down. I am assuming you giving us timelines to show us how long it takes Andrew to show up. I don't know. I'm trying to be perceptive here, but yeah, this ain't some sad. I'm not laughing because of the situation. I think the music is just crazy. If this ain't some sad, sorry music, some sad, sorry, somber music I've ever heard, some of the most sorry, somber music I've ever heard in my life. Barbara's sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm just waiting for that timestamp to pop up so I can see how long she's been waiting here at this point. Oh my goodness. So at 11:40, remember she's been sitting here for over an hour at this point. At 11:40, she decides to call Janelle. I guess Andrew just wanted a little cameo on Teen Mom. He just needed $50 for his little freaking crack habit or whatever habit it is he has. And then once he got his little cameo, he was out. Actually, she didn't call Janelle. She at 11, girl, you waited a little late to be calling Andrew, okay? I would have called him a lot sooner than that. I would have called him after 20 minutes late, not an hour. So anyway, she leaves a voicemail for Andrew, like, where you at? You supposed to be here. Calls Andrew, she says, you know, I traveled all the way down here to meet you, and you couldn't even have the decency to meet me face to face. It's your loss, not mine. Exactly. Hang up the phone and go home, okay, Barbara? What a freaking jerk. Like I said, he ain't about nothing. He just wanted to be on TV for that split second. Now that he got his freaking meth money, he doesn't care anymore. Barbara goes on to say that this will be the last time that I will attempt to meet with you because standing me up like this is wrong. You think I would be so pissed off if I got on a plane to fly to meet you and you stood me up. Disrespectful. Another corny, boring scene with Leah and Jason. They have no storyline. I'm so tired of these people. The next scene is Leah's scene and she's there with Jason. They're never solo anymore. Like, okay, I'm glad you like spending time with each other, but whatever. So anyway, Jason's like, where are the twins? And Leah's like, all the girls are with their fathers, okay? Leah says that Jeremy's been getting Addie more often since she had the conversation with him. But Leah, he had already planned on spending more time with Addie, and it didn't really have much to do with what you said, because he already wanted to spend time with Addie, just so you know. If you go back and rewind, he was on it before you even mentioned it. But alrighty then, give the guy some credit. Here comes the drama of the show. So we're back with Chelsea. She says that Cole got Aubrey and she's anxious to hear what happened when he went to go get her. Cole is telling Chelsea about what happened, how he got to the door. He didn't know if it was gonna be civil or it was gonna be fighting, okay? He didn't know if it was gonna be some kung fu fighting, and no, I ain't singing that, even though that's somewhat my genre. But so Cole says he went up to the door and like the whole family was there, the brothers, the father. He went to the door and Donna was there, and Donna went to the door and was like, I don't understand why Aubrey has to leave. I'm like, from what the text said, didn't the text message that you sent say someone's got to come get Aubrey because Adam's here? And then when Cole gets to the door, Donna wants to act stupid, like she doesn't know why Aubrey can't be at the house with Adam. The dumb gene does not fall from the tree, does it? Does it? Anyway, I'm over this. Donna's running her mouth saying this crap in front of Aubrey. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's being manipulative. And so anyway, Donna says to Cole in front of Aubrey and everybody, okay, so where is Aubrey gonna be at so we can pick her up later? And Cole's like, I don't think that's gonna happen later, okay? Y'all basically had y'all visit, don't even try. Then Donna says, why not? Why can't she come back over? It's our weekend. And then Cole said, well, obviously you can't follow rules. Thank you, Cole. Cole is not playing with you people. Do you understand? You think Cole is all nice and he's walking around in his little American flag socks, but Cole will break you freaking down verbally, okay? He's gangsta. Cole, you sure you're not from New York? I'm just saying. But yeah, Cole was like, you obviously can't follow rules. You're obviously not gonna get her. Like, if I pick her up, none of us are dropping her back over here. And no, you're not gonna come get her, okay? Your weekend's done. Anna said, I didn't know that was a rule. I thought that was just you and Chelsea's rules. First of all, even if you didn't know it was a court order, why would you disrespect the parents' rules? Donna, you're stupid. I'm just telling you that to your freaking face. I guess the father's name is Vernon and he says, this is our weekend. And Cole says, well, that's your problem. And then Aubrey speaks up and says, I know how all of this could have been avoided. Maybe we could have, me and our dad could have been here at different times. And then you guys could have kept me over here. You see how smart children are? Children are not stupid. And these people are trying to manipulate, and they're really trying to make Cole and Chelsea look terrible in front of Aubrey. I honestly wish that, and I know that, you know, for the sake of Aubrey, they're never gonna do that, but I kind of wish that Chelsea and Cole would be like, Aubrey, you're not going over there anymore. We're cutting ties because they don't know how to respect us as parents. Because they're being extremely blatantly disrespectful, like, oh, I thought it was Chelsea. I thought it was you and Chelsea's rules. I didn't know it was a court order. So you're gonna disrespect their rules because it's not a court order? You know what, Grandma Donna? You're a jerk, and like I said, you're freaking stupid. Cole got in the car with Aubrey and was explaining to her, you know, it's not fair for you to have to deal with this crap, people putting that stuff in front of your face. And, you know, Chelsea says, you know what? I don't wanna hurt Aubrey, but there's gonna have to be a break from this visitation because these grandparents are always stepping their boundaries. I'm telling you right now, be glad, Grandma Donna, you better be glad that Aubrey's not my daughter, because you would not see her again, okay? And if you did see her, I would let y'all see her once a month, once a year, or you already get her once a month. Well, you would only get her once a year, because it's because it's obvious that you guys do not respect Chelsea and Cole's rules, period. And if you can't respect the parents' rules, then you don't need to be dealing with their kids, okay? And that includes Chelsea, that's her kid. So anyway, we're back with Barbara. She's still sitting there waiting, and I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you, even at the most, I'm giving you 45 minutes to an hour, okay? I'll give you an hour. Anything could have happened. You could have got hit by a bus, could have got your block knocked off. I don't know, okay? But I would have given an hour, and after an hour, I'm gone, and I don't care how far I traveled, I'm leaving. Kristen goes up to Barbara and is like, did he call you? And Barbara's like, no, he has not called me. He doesn't want to discuss Jace. He doesn't want to meet with me. I'm done. I'm over it. So then get up and leave. Why are you still sitting there? Anyway, I would have been gone. So the phone rings during the conversation with Kristen and Barbara, and it's Andrew. And Kristen, you so thirsty and so starving and so hungry. Talking about speakerphone, put it on speakerphone. I think she knows. Okay, this is not Barbara's first go around. She knows how Teen Mom works, okay? So anyway, yeah. So let's see what this idiot has to say to Barbara after making her wait over an hour. Andrew calls and says he's in Florida. His father has stage 3 lung cancer, and that's where he is. And oh well, if you're all the way in New York, Andrew, you couldn't call her before she left North Carolina? Because I'm sure that your father had cancer prior to her getting on that plane. Andrew's like, we don't have to meet in person. We can talk over the phone. I'm like, well, you could have talked over the phone when she was in North Carolina. I'm not going through this conversation with them. For some strange reason, Andrew puts his mother on the phone with Barbara. Like I said, all this crap could have took place while Barbara was home. She wouldn't have had to get on a plane and any of that. And for the record, next time if a deadbeat calls you talking about, I want to meet you, although I haven't seen you in 8 years, I want to meet you, can you come down here? Say no. Just like Janelle said, no. Okay, sorry, but Janelle was right in this instance. I wouldn't have met him either. I would have stayed my behind home, and he would have found a way to come to my freaking house. Barbara hangs up the phone after talking with Andrew's mom, and she says that, you know, I wouldn't mind taking Jace down to Florida to meet his mom, but why couldn't Andrew text one of us and say, hey, I'm going to be in Florida this weekend? Why? Because Andrew's an irresponsible piece of freaking crap. It shows all in his actions. Okay? Okay? Don't be dumb again, okay? Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool anymore. Don't be a fool no more. Luther said it. Luther said it, all right? Don't be a fool no more. The next scene is Leah's scene, and she's picked the girls up, and she's talking to the girls, and that's about it. They had a great time at their dad's house, and that is the end of the scene. The next scene is Kailyn's scene. She says she's mad that Chris texted his ex-girlfriend, but she is glad that he showed up for Lincoln's birthday party. So Kailyn says to him, because she walks up to Chris and is like, I'm coming to say hi because you ignored me the entire time. I'm being nice. And then Chris said, are you being nice to be nice, or are you being nice for the cameras? For some reason, okay, Kailyn's having a heart-to-heart with Chris's aunt. She's over here. He said something about you fake. Who are you talking about? I know you ain't talking about your auntie's fake, so you got to be talking about Kailyn because she is fake. So anyway, Kailyn is like, she just basically voices her annoyance that he was texting another female. And the aunt says, well, he likes you. And then Kailyn's like, likes me? And then the aunt's like, he loves you, but you make it difficult sometimes. And girl, he does not love her. I don't know why you're lying. Auntie, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Anyway, I can take just but so much of these vacation scenes. Because the girl's not there. I'm not on the beach. I'm not in the water. I'm nowhere. I'm out here in the freaking freezing cold. Spring, where are you? Where are you? Because I got a venting session for you after this, okay? I'm sick of you. Again, they're sitting there eating. They were having fun in the sun. And they're talking about, you know, Roxanne asks Nova if she had a great time with her dad. She said, yeah. They went on a slide. They had fun. Yeah. So anyway, they're talking, and Briana brings up to Nova, how would you like it if you had your dad's last name? This is a little girl. She doesn't know what the ramifications of that is. And, you know, I don't know how I would feel at that age. I would be like, whatever, I don't care. So, I mean, why would a little kid care? They don't really understand what, you know, what that's about. Seeing this Kailyn scene, she says the boys are with their dads. There wasn't any real drama at the party with Chris, so she's happy. I'm sitting here with two ladies, don't ask. And they're talking about the whole Chris situation and the fact that she talked to Chris's aunt. And what am I about to say, y'all? 3 words. 3 words. I'm over it. Let's move on. Kailyn gets a text message. She claims that Chris says, I love you, Miss Lowry. Y'all don't even know what love is. I swear. What's love got to do with it? I'm not singing that. I could. It is in my genre. But I want to see that text message because I just do not believe that that text said that. Because I do not believe at the way you guys interacted at the party, you basically ignored each other at the party. Now he's going to send you a text message out the blue that he loves you? Actions speak louder than words, okay? Whatever. I tell you guys that I'm so sick of this wishy-washy up and down, I don't know where we stand kind of situation with Kailyn and Chris. I'm over it. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm over it. If y'all not together, then can we stop hearing about this fake relationship? And if you are together, act like you're together. Okay, shut the heck up and act like boyfriend and girlfriend. At this point, I'm over the freaking wishy-washy. Patrick asks her, so are you guys together or what's going on? Kailyn is confused. She doesn't even know how to answer this man, okay? Because she doesn't even know herself. So if you're in a situation and you're unsure of where you stand, then you don't have a situation, you have no relationship, okay? Okay? She has this long, drawn-out conversation, but I'll break it down for you really, really simply. Okay, she says that if this situation with Chris is still going on within a year, girl, you're giving it too long. I would give it like less than a month. I would give it a couple weeks. But anyway, I wouldn't even give it a couple weeks. If I already see how it's going, I wouldn't even give it no time. I'll just be like, you gotta go. So anyway, she says that if it goes on for almost a year or a year, I'm gonna just say goodbye. She says she's getting to a point where she wants to raise her kids with somebody. She goes back and forth to Chris. Chris never spends the night. They're like pretty much separate, you know. And she says she wants to like raise the kids together. Kailyn's over here talking about why can't Chris commit to me? I'll tell you why. Because I mean, unless somebody has real feelings for you, because I'll be honest with you, it's really, this game of love is just, it's crazy. Because you could meet somebody on a one-night stand situation and fall in love, or you could meet somebody and be with them for months and fall in love. You could meet somebody, know them for a month, and you know you're in love and you never want to be away from that person. Or you could be with somebody for 7 years and you don't realize you love that person until after 7 years, okay? Relationships happen so differently. So I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, because he was a jump off, because he was a temporary situation, that he doesn't have feelings for her like that. But in my opinion, Chris doesn't see her as marriage material. Would you want to marry Kailyn knowing how she is? Exactly. So Kailyn, girl, I don't know what you need, okay? You don't need a man right now. You don't need to be in a relationship right now. What you need to do is work on yourself. Anyway, the next scene is Janelle's scene. Barbara calls Janelle and lets her know, hey, your piece of crap deadbeat ex-boyfriend never showed up, okay? And then Barbara says, she says that he claimed he was in Florida and blah, blah, blah. Janelle says, you know what, that's bullcrap. And I'm sorry, but I agree with Janelle on this stance. That is bullcrap. I think he's a freaking liar. I don't know if dad has cancer. I'm not saying dad doesn't have cancer, but he knew in advance that his dad was really, really sick. I think that lung cancer is a slow kind of thing. Like, you don't wake up one day and the next day you're dying. So therefore, he knew in advance that, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to have to go to Florida. So he could have told Barbara, hey, wait, let's hold off and see if my dad gets better or see if my dad is stable before you fly down here. But Andrew's a piece of crap and he's a freaking liar as far as I'm concerned. You can read a liar. Let me tell you something. You don't know what the truth is, but you can look and you can tell when someone's freaking lying. Barbara and Janelle continue talking. Barbara says that she thinks it would be better if Jace met Andrew when he's like a lot older, like 16, 17, when he can handle it. And Janelle is willing to possibly let Jace meet the grandmother, but she has to think about it. So anyway, next scene is Chelsea's scene. Chelsea says that she explained to Aubrey that her dad doesn't make good decisions. And you know what? Aubrey already knew this. So now Aubrey's in the car with Mary, her grandmom, Chelsea's mom, and they're going off somewhere. No clue where. Maybe Mary's house. I don't know. Now we get to another scene where Chelsea is at her mom Mary's house with the little ones, and Aubrey's in school. And Mary's like, I talked to Aubrey in the car about going to the Lynn's that weekend, and she says it wasn't great because she had to leave early. So, oh my God. She's so precious. So anyway, Chelsea says that Aubrey understands everything, and Aubrey understands that they are going to need to take a break from the visits, because Chelsea says to her mom that the Lynns are pushing them to see how far they can go. And I'm telling you right now, be glad, like I said earlier, be glad you're not pushing me, because you would never see Aubrey again. Mary, Mary, I like you, but I'm going to need you to shut the heck up right now. First of all, Mary is like trying to kind of push the adoption thing, and what I don't think she realizes is that Aubrey is not stupid, and Aubrey understands a lot more than she thinks that she does. Chelsea's saying to her, we should push it even though Aubrey doesn't really want it. I mean, stop pushing it. Let Aubrey make that decision. Tells her mom, I don't want you talking to Aubrey about this again, okay, because you push too much. And then Mary's like, no, I don't think I push too much. No, Mary, I think you do. I think you do. Do you hear yourself talking? Huh? Because we can hear you, and it sounds to me like you're being very pushy. And even I don't like it. And Aubrey's not even my daughter. Guys, that is the end of my review. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I'm finally up to date. It took a while. It took a minute, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.